A faint, wee cry echoed from beneath the old tiled floor in the yard. I leaned in, listening more closely, and realized it was a kitten. Without hesitation, I took a crowbar and pried up each tile. Beneath it, a tiny, trembling, black furball lay covered in dirt. I gently picked up the kitten and carried it inside. I gave it a good wash, dried it off, and offered it some warm milk. Perhaps because it was hungry and scared, it devoured the milk and then curled up in my hand, falling fast asleep. In the days that followed, I cared for it carefully, applied medicine to its wounds, and talked to it. Gradually, the kitten recovered, grew incredibly fast, and became inseparable from me. I named it Blackie, and it became an indispensable member of the family. And so, that rescue story from long ago blossomed into a lasting friendship and a complete home. One afternoon, a heavy rainstorm poured down, and I came across a cat huddled in a puddle on the sidewalk. Its fur was soaked and matted from the rain, and its bony body shivered uncontrollably. It looked so pathetic, with a gaze of hunger and fear. I couldn't just walk away, so I quickly carried the cat home. Once inside, I used a towel to warm it up, dried its soaked fur, and prepared a bowl of warm milk. The little cat greedily lapped up every drop, then ate all the food I set out. After a good wash and dry, its beautiful, golden fur shone brightly. It had sparkling blue eyes and a very lovely appearance. I named it Rain, to remember the day we met. Rain quickly grew accustomed to its new life. It often followed me around, and whenever I came home, it would run to greet me with a joyful meow. From a stray cat, Rain had become a cherished friend, living a warm and happy life in a home full of love. The rain was pouring down, heavy drops drumming on the eaves. I was looking out the window when I saw a tiny shape trying to drag itself along the sidewalk. The torrential rain soaked its fur, but what stopped me in my tracks were its two hind legs, which were curled inward and motionless. The fear and helplessness in the little cat's eyes cut right through me. Without a second thought, I rushed out and carried it inside. Once home, I gently dried and warmed it up. The cat was scrawny and weak. The next morning, I took it to the vet. The doctor confirmed that its hind legs were paralyzed from birth, an incurable condition. My heart was heavy, but I had no intention of abandoning it. I decided to adopt it and turn my small house into a home for the poor cat. I named it Rainbow, hoping that after the heavy rain, its life would be filled with bright colors once again. I made a mini wheelchair for it out of old materials, so it could move around more easily. Rainbow was shy at first, but it gradually got used to the cart and started exploring the world around it. It would roll around the house, chasing its favorite toys, the small sound of the wheels, a happy melody. Rainbow is more than just a cat. It's a special friend, a symbol of resilience. Love helped it overcome every difficulty, finding a new life that is warm and full of joy. One afternoon, I was walking past a gutter on the sidewalk when I heard a faint, weak cry. I bent down and saw a tiny kitten, still with its eyes closed, huddled in a ball. Its entire body was so covered in mud that it looked like a black furball. My heart sank. I was sure it had been left there to die. I carefully picked it up. Its tiny body was almost weightless. I brought the kitten home, and the first thing I did was wash off the layer of mud. As the warm water ran over it, I was astonished to see that its true fur was pristine white with a faint yellow tint. It was pure white, clean, and soft. After the bath, I prepared some warm milk for it. The little cat was so hungry it latched on immediately, then fell soundly asleep in the palm of my hand. I decided to name it Milky and poured all my love into caring for it. I fed it every 3 hours, changed its diapers, and kept it warm. Gradually, Milky grew incredibly fast, and its eyes opened, sparkling like two clear marbles. From a creature that had been abandoned, Milky became an indispensable member of my family, bringing joy and warmth to every day. That afternoon, as I was taking out the trash, I heard a faint, weak cry coming from inside the bin. The sound was broken and gasping, like a final breath. A strange feeling of unease washed over me. I didn't hesitate. I quickly dumped the bin's contents onto the ground. A pile of filthy garbage spilled out, and amidst the mess, I saw a small, orange furball lying motionless, covered in food scraps and debris. I gasped and frantically dug through the trash, realizing it was a tiny kitten. It was bone-thin, its eyes tightly shut, and it was barely breathing. I gently picked it up, my hands trembling. The small body was cold, dirty, and limp like an old toy. I couldn't bear to imagine what it had gone through. I immediately brought the kitten home. After a thorough bath, its vibrant orange fur appeared, clean and soft. I used a syringe to feed it warm milk, drop by drop. The little cat swallowed each mouthful with difficulty, but it kept fighting. Every drop of milk was a spark of hope, sustaining its fragile life day after day. I cared for it with all my heart. The little cat slowly recovered. Its eyes opened, filled with a new vitality. It began to play, follow me around, and perhaps whenever I held it. I named it Ember, like a small, burning flame. From a creature that had been discarded, Ember was reborn, becoming a special friend that warms my heart every day.